Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my SSC mathematics series from zero to guru. Today I'm going to continue from where we stopped. So in the last video I explained all the laws of indices and I gave you example on how to use them. So today we are going to continue with the application of the laws of indices. So, and I will be taking you through simple indicial equation. When we say indicial equation are equation in terms of indices, equation involving indices, equation involving index. For example, let's say I have number one, if a raised by 1 over 3 is equal to 5, find a. That is not difficult to do. You will see that this is a raised by 1 over 3 is in index form, a fractional index, right? So then equals to 5. We have it as an equation. That means it's in what? It is called is an indicial equation. How do you solve this kind of equation? Solution. It is not difficult to solve at all. You know you have a raised by 1 over 3. You know for this a raised by 3, I want to know the value of a, right? And what is delaying my a here? It is what? 1 over 3. So it means before you can get it, you have to get rid of that 1 over 3. You understand now? And you know 1 over 3 is like cube root. If you want to get rid of cube root, you take the cube. So and don't forget you have equation with left hand side and right hand side. What you do for Taiwo, you must also do it for Kehinde. What you do for the left hand side, you must also do it for the right hand side. So to do this, you just say take cube of the both sides, and that will give me 1 raised by 1 over a raised by 1 over 3, everything raised by 3, 5 raised by 3. This guy will cancel this. Then what do I have left? So then I have a raised by 1 is equal to 5 raised by 3, which is a is equal to 125. A is equal to 125. It's as simple as that. So you will see that if you put 125 there, you know, before this our question, I have a raised by 1 over 3 is equal to 5, right? Okay, let me substitute the value of a to be 125. Then I have 125 raised by 1 over 3. And don't forget by fractional rule. So this is going to be what? Cube root of 125. That is what is the number you are going to multiply by itself 3 times to give you 125, and that is 5. So because 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 will give you 125. Let me give you another example. Let's say I have 4 raised by y is equal to 0.125. So if 4 raised by y is equal to 0.125, find y. This is also not difficult to do. So what you are going to do is what? Solution. You have 4 raised by y is equal to 0.125. You can as well write this in terms of fraction. That will give you 125 over 1000, right? So 125 divided by 1000. And even you can divide through by 5 because 5 in common in the two. So 5 here, that's 25. 5 here, that is what? 200. 5 can still go 5 here, 5. 5 here, 40. 5 here, 1. 5 here, 8. What do you have left? You have 4 raised by y is equal to 1 over 8. So, but when you use your negative index, you know, for negative index, when I have a raised by minus 1, so that will give you the reciprocal of the quantity. So before I can have 1 over 8 here, it means this is the same thing as 8 raised by minus 1. So that's your what? Negative index. I hope you recall from the laws of indices. So likewise, we are interested in finding the value of y. I can rewrite this 2. You know, this is 4. I can write it in terms of 2 in index form. Likewise, this in index form. So this is same thing as 2 raised by 2 everything raised to power y, then 8, that's 2 raised to power 3, everything raised to power minus 1. So if you use your power rule, don't forget your power rule. So that is, when you have a raised to power m, everything raised to power n, you don't need to stress yourself, just multiply the index, that's a raised to power mn. So it means this will give me what? 2 raised to power 2y is equal to 2 raised to power what? Minus 3. And you can now equate the base. Equating the base, then this guy cancel this, so then I have 2y is equal to minus 3, which implies that y is equal to minus 3 over 2. It's as simple as that. That's indicial equation. Let me give you another example to back it up. So let's say I have number 3, 9 raised to power 2x plus 1 is equal to 81 s minus 2 divided by 3 raised to power s. That is not difficult to do. Okay, now you know this is 9, you can write it in terms of 3. So this is 81, you can as well write it in terms of 3, so that you can, merge them together. So then I can have 3 raised to power 2, everything raised to power 2s plus 1. Then this give me 3 raised to power 4 s minus 2 divided by 3 raised to power s. So if you apply your power rule, recall that a raised to power m, everything raised to power n. According to what I did in the last video, that's a raised to power mn, right? So it means this is going to give me 3 raised to power 2 into 2s plus 1 is equal to 3 raised to power 4 s minus 2 divided by 3x. So then this will give me, if you open the bracket, 4x plus 2, right, is equal to 3 raised to power 4x minus 8. So divided by 3 raised to power x. Okay, now if you check your right hand side, you have your base in terms of 3 and you are to divide. What are you going to do? So to get rid of the division, don't forget the law. When you have a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, that is the same thing as what? A raised to power m minus n. That is, you subtract the index from each other. Then this is going to give you 3 raised to power 4x plus 2, 3 raised to power 4x minus 8 minus x. Do you know how we obtain that? From this rule. So if that is the case, so then you can simplify further. This will give me 3 raised to power 4x plus 2. If you collect the like times here, 4x minus x, that's 3x minus 8. Then immediately you are done with that, you can just equate the base. So you equate the base since they are equal. So then this guy will cancel this. So then I have 4x plus 2 is equal to what? 3x minus 8. You still collect the like time, bring this guy here and bring this guy here. You have 4x minus 3s minus 8 minus 2 is equal to minus 10. That's how you are going to solve it. That's how you are going to solve it. So it is like that. You just apply your laws of indices and you solve it directly. If you understand, please, I advise you to lay your hand on past question related to this. So and solve many questions. If you have a problem, you can post it on the comment section and I'm going to answer it for you. So don't forget to like my video. If you've not subscribed before, please kindly do so now and inform your friend to do that. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.